Hello everybody, how you doing today? It's Superfiend here. Welcome back to Whacky World. It is Planet Coaster. And let me show you what I've been working on recently, the past few days here. Not that much, like just a little bit off and on. But I finished off all the scenery up in here in this, what is this thing called? This is called the Stockades, the Hellion Ring that I renamed. And anyway, so I finished decorating like around this ride here, so you can see like the rocks and stuff. They wrap around and they complete this shoreline. And we have some more of the bushes, and I've gone in and painted the terrain and added the appropriate trees that we have elsewhere on our shorelines in the park, along with some of the rocks and all that stuff. And then as a little added bonus, I thought it would be fun to like bring some of the terrain up onto the on top of the, what is this thing called here, the patio or whatever, and then paint it like it was sand. So it's, it's like the wind has kind of blown it up there and created little clumps of dirt piles and whatnot on our scenery. And then of course I went through and I extended this this fence all the way around, so it looks much better now. Let's see, it goes all the way around here, and I added the same lanterns on top that I used over here in the playground. Again, this is going to kind of help to tie the two areas together. We have that same theming back here with these chimney pieces or whatever they are, and then this fencing and those lanterns. And I use them a little bit outside here, although on these ones, they're inside these little tower thingies, whatever they are called. What is that? I think I clicked on totally the wrong building. It is called a lantern tower. So it is both, it has both lantern and tower in the name, which I guess is what you would expect. So anyways, so what does that mean? That means that pretty much like this whole area over here is done. I do have this little spot right here. I really am kind of not sure what to do with this here. The way it's made this little line in the path. I'm not sure what on earth I should do with that, because I have a feeling if I put scenery here that they will just like walk right through it. Of course, I could build something and then put the barriers or the curbs there, and maybe that will stop them from jumping across that little gap. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. What else? What else? I didn't do anything more over here. Not quite yet. I didn't do anything more over here. And I did a little bit of work over here. Oh, yeah, over here. Not that one. This one right here on this side. I just kind of like painted this out and fleshed out the terrain and whatnot in here and just kind of like built this so it kind of goes down underneath. And I fixed a couple things with the bridge that I didn't like. You were able to see some parts of the path underneath. You can still see it a little bit. But it's a lot better now than it was. So that is what I kind of worked on before. I didn't make any changes over here to this yet. I mentioned before that this was going to lead into a backstage area, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, moving on past that, what are we going to do today? Well, today we're going to come over here. We're going to look at this stuff. And I keep meaning to do this, but then I keep forgetting. I don't like this queue. Well, I mean, the queue itself is not bad. What I don't like is... I don't like how the queue path just sits right on top of the scenery. I feel like we should hide it and make it so that you cannot see the queue path, but I don't know. And then I don't like this whole thing right here. I think it's just too open, especially now that we got some more foliage and other pieces and scenery bits that we can add in for this thing. So I think I want to turn my attention over here and just kind of like spiff this place up just a little bit. So first thing I want to do, and again, I don't know how well this is going to turn out because I don't really have a specific vision in mind, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to select all that there. Can we get those ones? Yes, as well. Good. And then what we're going to do is we are going to split, and we are going to raise this up ever so slightly until it hides the path. There we go. Already looking a lot better, in my opinion. And then we're going to need to come over. We're going to need to do something with all of this. I'm not quite sure yet exactly what we're going to do. This building right here. So if we lift that and then move it like a little bit that way, it pretty much lines up like almost perfectly with that. And then how badly is it floating? Okay, it's floating pretty badly. I was worried about this. So what we'll do is we'll just zoom out. Multiple shops do not have a vendor. Yeah, I changed the guest capacity on our park. So for right now, the vendors are kind of quitting a lot, and that's not good. But I don't want to mess with it right now. We'll wait until we get some more of the scenery and stuff in the park decorated, and then I'll turn the guest capacity off, and then we'll like fidget with the shops and the vendors and all that stuff again, and see if we can't get them populated and staying where they are. The other thing that happens too is a lot of the vendors, they were trained, and they were trained so high that they won't tolerate the shop being slow or unbusy. So that's another thing that affects it too. So if I were to go back and hire new vendors for some of the shops where the vendors have quit, the fact that the shops now are slower means you don't want to train your vendors quite as much, and then that might make them less inclined to quit because they get bored. Okay, so something to keep in mind. Okay, so now that part's looking okay to me. I feel like we should do something with this, although I don't quite know what to do with it. But I feel like we should, I don't know, put something on it. We'll probably end up using some of the adventure pack scenery for this. So let's go grab a few pieces from over here. All this stuff back here used to be all over the path. I've moved it over to here now. And let's, no, I don't want that one. Let's go grab one from here because I've changed the colors and stuff on them. So let's just grab like these two pieces, okay? I think this is all we need to get this done over here with the elevated path. And we'll just add them to that building. Okay, good. And then we'll move it, and let's reset the orientation. Okay, I guess it wants to be like that. We'll reset the, no. X, reset orientation. Ooh. Okay. How are we going to do this? This is going to be a little bit, like, odd because the path is curved. So I'm thinking using a series of these is going to work better for us. And then if we just save this for up here where it kind of, like, flattens out, it's probably the smarter way to go about this. And I would kind of like to have a clear delineation between the coaster, what is that thing called? The coaster area, the coaster station. I couldn't remember the word station. Okay, but so if we set this like right there, I think we'll have the little vents from the station visible, and then we lower this down. Very good. And of course it has to do that. So it's not very good, is it? This is not going to work at all. Let's go grab another piece of adventure scenery. So we're going to change to filters, content packs, adventure. It's amazing how much I find myself coming in and using these adventure pieces, like just over and over and over and over again. So let's see. Let's look for a nice, like maybe a 2M. Or you know what? Let's just move that. Okay, let's do it with this one. I think it's just going to be these all the way. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, this is like really awkward. Figure out if it's flat or not, but oh, I think that's about it, right? Nicely done. Okay, so we need to position it in here again. It's amazing how, like, close you can get some of this stuff sometimes just by eyeballing it. Of course, it's not perfect, and I really should not be trying to make it perfect because, like, who is ever going to zoom in here and then pick apart that little detail? But you know what? That's damn near perfect. So we're going to take that one. Okay, and then we're going to come over here. I want this one, yeah. And we're going to turn it so that on the outside here, this face kind of lines up more with the path. Okay. Of course, we're gonna have to do that, and then we'll lower this one slightly. When we do the next one, we will raise it slightly. There we go. And this one's going to be a little bit more of a drastic turn. Oh, we're not making it all the way across the path here. Ooh. Okay. Well, that one makes it all the way across. So there. Now, is that where it like starts to slope down? No, not quite. And as close as I thought I had it, it was not close enough. So we need to just lift that up ever so slightly. Why must it like push it down before it goes up? Why? Why must it work that way? It shouldn't work that way. Okay, good. And so this is also kind of why like progress in Whacky World has been kind of slow, because it's just down to these like really tedious things. You know, these are not the most exciting things to work on in your park. They are necessary because without doing them, your park just doesn't look like quite right. You know, it ends up like leaving areas looking unfinished, but it's really hard to pass this off as being incredibly fun. I guess maybe relaxing. You could pass it off as being relaxing. It's not terribly difficult work, but it's not terribly exciting. Now, do I care that these are like all sorts of unaligned out here? Like, are we gonna pretend that it matters? No, I don't care. I can't force myself to care. There are times in the past when my OCD has like really kicked in and demanded that I fix little things like this, but I am not going to let it happen today. No. Okay, now this one's going to be a little tricky. So I'm going to turn it so that as we look at it on both sides, it is not covering this little bit of path out here, but it's above this one, which means it is kind of tilted up in the air. So we need to lower it too. Okay, I think that's going to be pretty good. Oh my gosh, it's still turning. Oh, good grief. All of this because I just don't like the fact that I can see the path for the queue. It's my OCD about this kind of stuff that got me in here working on this in the first place. And then I say, "Oh, I'm not going to let my OCD like force me to make it perfect." But if I'm willing to overlook it for like not making it perfect, then why the heck am I in here working on it in the first place? Oh well. I just think it's gonna be better if we can't see the path that they're walking on. Okay. Oh, darn it. It's poking up over the curb or whatever you want to call it on this side. And then when you zoom way out, it'll probably like disappear and you'll see the path anyways. No. Okay, good. Well, at least we got that going for us. Okay, come down this way. trying to get the green arrow there. And then it needs to come down this side. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, this is so annoying. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Now, I wanted to put some like vines and foliage and a bunch of other neat looking stuff over in the other part of the path where they kind of walk by the big temple structure. And I'm going to, unless I get like totally tied up with just this the whole time. Which, please, this cannot take that long, right? I feel like we need to lift up on this side. Tilt it back a little bit there. Roll it around this way. Tilt it forward. Maybe... Oh my goodness, it's got like that little itty bitty spot. Okay, we tilt it back. Yeah, we need to roll it back that way. So it's gonna make like a little itty bitty step over there that nobody but us is gonna know about. I won't tell anybody if you won't. Okay, and then push it in just a little bit like that. Okay. We're almost there. Almost there. Almost. This is going to be the one that finishes it off. So this one needs to be like mostly flat. Okay, it's looking pretty good on this side. What is going on with this? Like, is that shadow? What is that? I can't tell. Yay! We did it. Oh my gosh, we did it. All of that work just so we don't have to look at the black path. Was it worth it? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now we got to do the same thing over here, but fortunately, we could just use the bigger slab. Okay, so we'll just kind of... And this one's just like a straight shot. So this is going to be much easier. Yeah, see, just like that. Booyah! And to heck with it. We'll use the whole big giant piece just to get that one done. Yes, that looks better. It does look better though, does it not? Does it not look better? It's already better than what we had. Remember before we had it so that you could see the path in there. And oh, you know what? We don't really need these anymore. Let's move them. Age-old trick. We take them from there and we put them out here. Oh, and then they are part of that building. Okay, good. Let's see. We should probably... like make them go down. Okay, so we'll just like go out to like right here. Use the world axes. Relative axes. There we go. Now, what's odd about this is now the grain is kind of going at a slant instead of straight up and down. But who's gonna notice? There. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Now, if we wanted to be really lazy and do this one, the way I would do it is just like grab a whole bunch and just Control X and then just like just go straight down. Oh, this is some nice nice craftsmanship out here, right? Look at how terrible they did this. Oh my goodness, that's just so terrible. This is the easy way though. Just stack it down into the ground, and then we can sink in here and like that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Take a few of these. And we delete them. And probably get rid of that one. Yeah, so you're able to get rid of some of those. And then we can't get rid of any others, I don't think. And you'll notice this one, it doesn't even touch the ground, but it doesn't really need to. Okay. All right. Now, you know, realistically, these things would not be slanted like this. Like these ones in here, they would be more kind of turned like this. And then the other ones would be turned too, and they would have been cut slanted. I'm not going to bother being that much of a perfectionist with this because it's already such a pain in the butt to get in there and make this work the way I want it to. So now let's look over at this thing. Well, what else could we do anything more in here? Could we do anything more in here? You know, I feel like we should repeat some of the little rubble piles that we have over here. Yeah, like look at these, right? Like they fell apart. So let's just grab all that. We'll duplicate it. Let's bring it all the way over here. Let's get it back on the ground. Good. Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and like bonk, 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 bonk. Or you know what? We'll leave a couple of them. Take these ones and we yeah, add it to building. Okay. And then we'll do this one over here. We'll just do all of that. And then we'll switch back over to these ones and we'll hit M. And then we'll just add the building. They look like they're a little bit too high. And then I think this one would have like ended up more over here like this. Maybe get rid of that one. There we go. That's not so bad. And then maybe we just knock those down like just a little bit, but leave the other ones. Okay. And then if we want to be, you know, have like a little bit more fun with it, then we would grab some Scaevola, add the building, add the building. Okay. And then put that in there. Put some of this. You know, something like that. That just adds like so much I don't know, personality flair to the whole thing. And then we could kind of do something similar with these, although these are a little bit harder because these are like several pieces. So if we do like an M to move that, and we move it up, hit X, go this way, roll the whole thing. Okay. And then again, taking some Scaevola, just put it right on top of that. And then just drop it down. Okay. Tilt it this way just a little bit. And I think that just like adds a little bit extra in here. I mean, it's not much, it's just a little bit. Over here with this stuff though, oh boy, we could really do some stuff here. So let's see. One of the things I want to do is I want to go into the terrain, and I want to change it to sampled, and 5M maybe too much. Okay, but we'll start pushing some of this back a little bit. Let's zoom out. We can make this a little bit more interesting up here too, right? We can do that. Okay, just kind of push some of this down. Come out this way, get rid of this little bulge on the end. Okay, so that's okay with that. What is going on with this? Do I like the way that looks? Let's bring this little bit out though. And let's see if I didn't like deform it too much inside. No, it still looks good. Okay, cool. Oh, you know what? One thing I've been meaning to change on this coaster, if we close it, edit it, go to the station, they exit way too fast. So let's change it to 5. And let's change the entry speed to 5 too. I don't know why that's so high, but we're gonna go ahead. Let's go done. Let's test it. Let's watch it. The reason we did that is because when they would come out of the station, like it would take off so fast. It would like zip around this corner, give you whiplash, and I think this is a much better pacing for it. Yeah, that's just like one of those little itty bitty things that's been in the back of my mind for like 6 months. So that was a lot better. That was a lot better. Okay, we're gonna you know what? Let's write it. It's been a shoot. I didn't want to do that. I hit the move button. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, let's get back up onto the chain lift. Okay, here we go. Let's go on the ride. It's been a while since we've done this. And then we'll go back to decorating our scenery and making the queue look a little bit nicer. A little bit more in line with my vision for Whacky World and the park. And the level of decoration we've come to expect from this place, right? That was weird. It kind of slowed down there for a second. Oh, I love this ride. Again, this is like the whole motivation for building this ride is like to build something that my kids would like to go on. And thankfully, they're still young enough that this kind of ride would appeal to them. I've been working on this park so long that by the time I get done with the park, they'll probably have moved on to bigger and more wild roller coasters. And this ride wouldn't appeal to them anymore. Won't that be sad? And then I'll come back and I'll look at this ride with like this sad, forlorn reminiscing or something or other. The other thing I don't like about this is if we come in here and we look at this. Okay, there's a couple sections of wall in here. that need to be split. And then we just need to, like, move them out, like, ever so slightly. You know what? We'll sink them in. And then that should get rid of that, like, flickering and glitchiness that we get in there. Yeah. Okay, good. Look how plain this is down here. This is kind of sad. Oh, well, I'm not going to go put ancient civilization crown molding in there. No way. I am going to put some out here. I'm going to do that. Okay, let's grab one of these. Okay, let's pause it again because my computer can't handle recording and playing the game at the same time anymore, unfortunately. It's too much for my machine now at this point. Okay, so we're gonna, oh, you know what? I could just hit F. Yes, that'll work. There we go. So we're just gonna carry this all the way down. This one's getting tripped up by the plant. There we go. And then we'll select them all. Okay. And we're going to rotate. 1, 2. Like that. Okay. And then we need to go, let's see. I don't know, about like right there. Okay, we do that. Thank you, Planet Coaster, for putting the axes like way out there. Is that not what I wanted at all? But you know what? I guess it worked out okay. So we'll do that one just like that. And then, okay, flatten it out, go down by 2. And then there we go. That just makes it look a little bit more, I don't know, flashy. Give it a little bit more pizzazz. And also kind of matches a little bit, although not exactly perfectly, but the same motif or whatever that we got going on inside over there. So that looks a little bit better. Let's go back to our terrain tool and let's just push that back just a little bit more. Okay, I like that. We should probably do over here. Okay, so we'll just do that and then not worry about it. And then inside here, okay, we really need to do something with all this. It's just way too plain, right? It's way too plain. So the question is like, what are we gonna do? Let's add some of this wonderful scenery here. This adventure pack stuff. What if we had like nice columns that went up? So. Okay, what if we put that one right there? And you know what? That's pretty much the same color as this. So I think I don't want to change the color, although like in the past I have been changing the color of these. Okay, so now let's really, huh? Okay. Let's try putting it over here. Let's put this one over here. Nope, doesn't want to give us a nice axis. For some reason, when you put pieces like on the ceiling tiles, they can end up like slightly like off in their alignment. They won't line up nicely. But then if you put it on the walls, then the axes that you get will be exactly aligned to the ceiling tile or the floor piece or whatever you want to call it. It's really kind of like one of those just glitchy little things that the game does that make you crazy. Okay, but if we, like, I don't know, do like that? What if we hit X and then select this piece? Yeah, okay, now they're, like, perfectly in line with each other, going lengthwise. Okay. And then, do we have any more rubble pieces? I know we got more rubble than this, right? It's going to be over here, though. There we go. Castle rubble pile. Ooh. Can we change the colors? We can. Does this poke through? Of course it does. I don't know why I expected anything else. Okay, we're going to get that color. That color. And then we're going to put that color there. That color there. And the other color will go in the middle. And even though they are the same colors, because somehow the materials in the game are different, they do not look the same. Another thing that I love about Planet Coaster. Let's see. So then we'll just go up. Up, up, up. Okay. And then we'll bring this one just like right over like that, but we'll go up a little bit higher. Okay, it shouldn't be visible anywhere. Not perfect, but you know what? That's what the vines are for. The vines will help cover that up. So that's going to look a little bit more like that. Now, the other thing we could do is we could take these and just... gosh, this game. Like, look, if I select one, I get this nice, perfect alignment. If I select two, it like... it makes you insane. It really does. And it's like, it's little things that... you know, shouldn't even be happening that way. Honestly. Okay, I don't know if I really care that that is visible on the other side there. And it's not visible there, so I guess that works for me. So let's go do it on this side. Annoying. Zoop. Go down to the floor. Go up to there. Go up to there. Let's make sure it's not like poking out the dirt up top. Now see, that already is starting to look a little bit better, is it not? It is. We need another rubble pile, though. That one's too big, and it's got wood in it. Thanks, guys, for putting wood in the rubble piles. Okay, so that one now looks like it fell apart a little bit. Let's get rid of the rubble. Let's go to our rocks. We need some small itty bitty rocks. That's kind of too big. There's like a itty bitty rock here. Yeah, just kind of scatter a couple of these about in here. Okay. Let's do like this rock over here. Okay. Should we get another one like right in here? Let's switch over to... Here's a nice little rock. Okay. I like this one. One of my favorite rocks. So it sounds like I'm describing my pet rock collection. You know, like it's 1980 and Fox 11 News is in my house visiting the guy with the largest pet rock collection in the western continental United States or something. So, and here's my favorite pet rock. I've named him Alfred. Let's see. What else? Don't mean to upset anybody that collects pet rocks. You know, I mean, if that's your hobby, I guess that's cool. I guess. Okay, so we got a couple of those now. So that's looking a little bit better. Let's get our MVP bush here, Mr. Scaevola. Yeah, I mean, do you see how much better this makes the whole like area look when you do this kind of stuff? Yes. It really just like finishes off this queue area for me. It's like it's been so plain Jane for so many episodes, and doing this is just gonna make it so lovely. Nice thing you could do here is just kind of like follow the rock until you get like a weird shape for your bush, and then hold shift and just like do that. And then if you hit X, then let's see, we can turn it. Rotate it. Turn it some more. There we go. Looks pretty good. Put some down here in like the whoops, these little spots. All right. So it's like growing out the cracks and the edges and stuff there. Yeah, we stick some way back over here. I gotta be careful over here with this one because it's gonna poke through on the other side. Let's get one like in here though. What about like upside down? Yeah, look at that. And what's it doing here? Does it like come in through here? It doesn't look like it does. Okay. I don't want to go too overboard with some, like, it's okay to leave this stuff kind of plain, I think. And a lot of this other stuff, but just like in here, you know, looking a lot better. Looking a lot better, I think. Do we need a little bit like right up here? Nah, we don't need it right there. The other thing I'd like to do though is let's go back into our scenery here. Let's go find some adventure pack. Adventure pack, like these decorations, right? Like this stuff, this ancient carved figure. We got the snake. Is there something that would make sense to just... Oh. Yeah, this is like... Yeah, this is like a no-brainer. Okay, so we go like... There's the middle, like right there. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need to, like, put something here, right? Now, this is the Lost Gardens. So, are there any, like, flowery patterns? Are there anything with, like, flowers? No, we got bugs. Little voodoo man thingy. I don't know what that is. We got a snake. I want like flowers. I could always color this, you know, like if we did that yellow, and then if we did this one like light blue, and then so what is this? The rest of it? Maybe like that. And then so if we select these three, we go yellow, blue, there we go. And then we sink it in like that. Huh. Ah, gosh, I don't know. Like, you could be so excited about something, and then like that you're designing, and then when you know, really see it in front of you, you're like, no, it sucks. Okay, I don't like the I don't like these colors applied to the other pieces. They're no good. Let's see. You know what? Let's leave it for now. Okay, let's leave it for now. I mean, I suppose I could, like, do this. So at least now it's, like, consistent. Well, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments and whatnot. Like, I don't like how the pillars hide it, but of course the pillars, they need to be there. They're not moving. We're not moving the pillars. And then we are missing the other thing I wanted to add here, like the big thing I wanted to add, is some of the some more foliage type stuff, like roots and all this stuff. Okay, so like we'll just get some tropical roots in here, and we'll just make this whole thing start to look like really overgrown. Okay, so we'll do like that. Okay, like that. We got to be careful though. Okay, this could end up looking kind of weird. Okay, so that's like coming up and over. I don't know. Nah, I'm not feeling that one. Definitely not the arc. We could do like some smaller roots in here. Come on. Is that floating? Why is it floating? It was floating. But, you know, we do like that. And then, even though there's no tree here, you know, just kind of add some roots going out of these things. Okay. And then I feel like we need some more in here, right? Okay, this will be a good spot to put some, like, right? Just, although I don't know if I like those ones or that one looks better. No. Okay, so we do like that. And then we need to hang some foliage. Some hanging foliage down. Oh, and then of course we need to bring this down like this. Okay. But I mean, look how much better that looks. It does look better. It's better. Go back to the beginning of the episode and look at it, and then come back to 5127. And you try to tell me that it doesn't look better. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, so let's see. Can we, like... Yeah, can we get that in there? Maybe this one's, like, growing back there. Do we have another one of these? Okay. Oh, we got a little itty bitty one. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, it looks so much better. That is beautiful. None of these other ones, though. Where's our Scaevola? We need more Scaevola out here. We do need it, after all. Okay, we don't want the bush, like, poking people in the face. But doing that will allow us to add one more, like, little plant. Just right in here. Okay, so it looks like the foliage and the wildlife is coming in, taking over. Looks good. Wall climbers. Yeah, okay, this is going to be tricky. Nope. Darn it. You know, it's moments like this that I wish we had a scale scenery button. Because I really wanted, like, these vines and things to be taller. It did. Are these all... They're all tilted back. Damn it. Stupid. All right, let's get rid of all these. Okay, and then we'll switch to this one, which I guess is maybe a little bit shorter. I'm not gonna bother like rotating these and stuff. It'd be like too much. Yeah, this is as far as we're taking this. Oh my gosh. Why am I placing like an individual little wall hanger there? Oh yeah, we got the big one here. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so cool. Oh, is this one floating off the end? It is. We can't have that. Okay. Okay. Now. Let's see. Can I, like... Oh, this is going to be fun. Watch this. Zoom. Oh, wow. I got bushes over there, huh? Wow, I managed to deselect all those bushes that I grabbed. Okay, so now we control X. And we, like... I don't know, do another layer of that in there. Do like another one in here. Okay. Yes. Now what we could do is we can come in here. If I can even click on them. I was going to say we can delete like some of this stuff, right? Ah, to hell with it. I'm just going to leave it. Look at that. That is so much better. That is what the Lost Gardens queue is supposed to look like. Look at that. Let's get better lighting on it, though. My gosh. Let's see. Is that working? No. Let's go to AM. Let's go to 10. We need to get the sun. Yes, there we go. 11. Yeah, it's pretty much where it was before. Let's try 9 in the morning. Oh, I like that. That's good lighting right there. Yes. Look at that. That is a lot better. That is a lot better. We could come in here, though, and clean up some of this stuff, though, right? It's like, it's a little crowded. Really? I somehow managed to click through all that stuff and get that thing way up there. Really. Okay, interesting. Interesting hitbox these things have. Mm-hmm. No. I don't even know like what I'm gonna get when I click. It's like it's very unpredictable. Okay. We don't need quite as much detail down in here, do we? Because we can't really see down here. Only someone who's like really moving the mouse around and inspecting the park is gonna get way down in there. I guess we'll leave some of them. There we go. Now it's not quite so crowded in there. And like if I really cared, if I really wanted it to be, you know, even better, what I would do is I would come in here and select a few more of these. Come on. It's not like highlighting it anymore when I click. And then, okay, where did it put the axes? And then I would like, you know, move them around and stuff. But, I don't care. I think that is good. And that's as much as we're going to get done in this episode. I have no idea what we're going to do when we come back in the next one. We definitely, you know what? We need some lighting in here. So maybe when we come back in the next one, we'll think about adding some lights. Maybe I'll take care of that stuff on my own. Who knows? But yeah, we definitely need some lighting in here in this queue for this now awesome looking queue area. Oh, you know what else we could do real quick before we bounce out of here and end this? Let's change this to cobblestone. Oh, it gives us better rails too all the way around. So let's just do that. Yeah. I like the way this looks better. Yes, look at that. Oh, that's lovely. That, I think, fits so much better. And then plus the cobblestone here looks better leading up to it. It almost looks like it's part of it if you could just change the color or something. Okay, that's as much as we're going to do this time. Let me know if you enjoyed it with comments or thumbs up. You know, check out the rest of the channel, watch some other stuff, and we'll come back soon with some more Planet Coaster. We're almost done with Whacky World. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. You have a good afternoon. And take care.